Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A new set of downs after that completion. The back's got it. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the same runner's got it again.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with his sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. Not even throwing Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
The ninth play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looking to scramble. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Trying to extend the play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd and goal for the offense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Tailback with another carry. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And it's caught. Touchdown, Missouri.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds the receiver wide open. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down at the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down here for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Let's it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking to throw yet again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the back gets the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to throw it deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out at the 2, so close to a pick 6, but a tremendous play. Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Well, the try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Touchdown, Tigers. This offense really clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Going the other way. Can they stop him? And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Cotters now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is coming. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Tuggle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and medium.
29 Philly. 2-out show.
And the quarterback dropping back. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Looking to throw again. Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Now it's second down here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring it down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
6-9-1, Gators spark. Here we go. Dino.
Dropping back, it's Rashada. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. looks to his left and makes the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On third down, he drops to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on second down. And that's interception number 5. Where will this QB get the hook? Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. They try to deep ball with time running out in the 3rd quarter, but it doesn't work. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He missed it. Field goal, no good. Misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's got his man open downfield. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. The Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Receiver in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Tackle made after a big gain. The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Another handoff to him on second and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Stopped right there at the line with no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Returner decides to fair catch this. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
QB tries it again here on second and 10. And now another deep ball here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the point...
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Missouri. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped with a conference championship on the line he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Webb. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today.
3:25.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.